continuing on discussing range combat from our previous video, there are some other extenuating circumstances that we need to consider when it comes to combat and modifiers that are going to affect it. One of those is concealment. And whether or not a unit is going to be concealed is going to be according to a number of different factors and whether or not those are true. This list of factors is if it is not under a ops complete marker, if it's not moving, if it is not adjacent to a good order enemy unit, and if it is also not within the line of sight and within 4 hexes of a good order enemy recon unit. We haven't discussed recon units previously, but an example of a recon unit I have right here. It is a armored car, and you can tell it is a recon unit because it has that small R in a circle to the right of the picture. These units are considered recon. Now, looking at our previous example of the Tiger firing onto the Russian units, this infantry located into the woods would be considered concealed if the Tiger were to fire onto them. They are not under an ops complete marker. They are not moving. They are not adjacent to any good order enemy units, and they are not within line of sight or 4 hexes of the recon unit. So in that situation, you would take a concealment marker and you would place it on the unit being concealed, and this would apply a defensive bonus on top of any other terrain effects that they are getting as well. So looking at it, since they are in a woodland hex, they would get a 1d6 for that, and they would get the extra 1d6 for being concealed. So if they were fired on by the Tiger, this infantry unit would roll 2 defensive dice instead of just 1 because they do get the concealment bonus. Now, speaking of defensive bonuses, something else that you do have to keep in mind is when it comes to soft targets like our infantry, there is no limit to the amount of defensive bonuses they can get. They can take and have as many as they are qualified for. However, when it comes to hard targets, units that do have an armor factor located in their upper right corner, there is a limit of 2, no matter the extra bonuses they might have. So if our Tiger here had a stack of bonuses on them, they could only have a bonus of 2 dice granted, no matter anything else that might end up giving them bonus dice.